everybody, it's Honest John again. Now, everybody knows homelessness is a big problem here in the U.S., most likely around the world. And it's a problem that was made much worse by the financial crisis. And we all know the solution to homelessness is more affordable housing. You're not going to be able to get people off the street unless you have some place to move them into. But every time someone tries to provide housing for the homeless, the people who live in whatever neighborhood that homeless shelter or low-cost housing is going to go crazy. Not in my backyard. That's been the saying around Los Angeles and across the country for years. And I guess it's understandable that rich and middle-class neighborhoods would feel leery about having homeless people living near them. But even neighborhoods that are crime-ridden and gang-infested, the same thing happens when you try to open a homeless shelter there. But if there aren't any shelters, then there's no place to get these people. They're going to still be out on the streets. And it's a lot worse for a neighborhood to have people sleeping on the sidewalk and pushing shopping carts around than it is to have them in some kind of housing and cleaned up and being taken care of. So all of this not in my backyard stuff is basically counterproductive. In order to solve the problem, every neighborhood is going to have to step up and stop that stuff. And be part of the solution. And the problem is complex enough where there is no one-size-fits-all answer to the problem. For example, there's a stereotypical vision of homeless people as the homeless mentally ill. Those people that are sleeping on the sidewalk, that are dirty and crazy and walk around talking to themselves and yelling and things like that. But that's only well, I'm not going to say a small percentage, but it is only a percentage of homeless people. We have a lot of homeless children. We have a lot of homeless families who are out on the streets because of the financial crisis or sometimes because of gentrification. They've been living in this neighborhood and all of a sudden the property values go up and the place where they live gets sold to a developer who's going to tear it down and build housing, and there's no place for them to go. So, in some cases, like for example, when you're working with the homeless mentally ill, in addition to finding them a place to stay, they're going to need treatment, they're going to need supervision. But for some people, all they need is a place to stay and maybe help finding a job, maybe education or job training. And affordable housing. And so part of the plan for any city is going to need to be protecting people who do have homes, who are living in neighborhoods that are targets of gentrification. Maybe it would need to be a requirement that if somebody is tearing down a building and putting up another place, that a certain percentage of the units in that building be dedicated to be affordable, to have their rents be the same as they were before the building got torn down. And every neighborhood is going to have to step up, because you can't just concentrate the homeless people in one area. Now, so even places like here in LA, like Bel Air and Beverly Hills, should have homeless shelters, not just the low-income neighborhoods. So, and that means that some of our more wealthy people are just going to have to accept the fact that there are going to be people living near them that they don't feel comfortable with. Thanks for listening. Hey, thanks for watching my videos. And I want you to keep on doing that. Just not on YouTube. If you look down in the description box, you're going to see 2 new links there. One is to my Patreon page, the other one is to a site called Top Buzz. Now on Top Buzz, they're letting me monetize my video, and they're not even ads on them. So I'd like you to get in the habit of watching my videos there. Or you can go to my Patreon page, and if you want to become a supporter, that would be great. If you don't, you can still watch my videos there. But for me, YouTube is no longer worth bothering with. It's just a launching pad that I use to put my videos other places on the net. So I do want you to keep on watching my videos, but not on YouTube.